renewed questions about police use of force in connection with an arrest at a pro-Palestinian demonstration earlier this month. Good evening. Demonstrators claim Toronto police used excessive force when arresting a demonstrator on December 10th, including an officer placing a knee on the man's neck.
Now we're hearing from the alleged victim for the first time. CTV's Allison Hurst has been following this story and joins us live with more. Allison.
The video shows an officer the few seconds before the officer allegedly uses his knee during that arrest. Appearing to strike and pin a man to the ground, officers make an arrest at a pro-Palestinian demonstration on December 10th. Part of this video has been previously reported on by CTV News, but what's new is the first 5 seconds before an officer puts his knee on the suspect.
The guy is face down, motionless on the ground before the knee ever shows up. So I think to most ordinary Canadians, that's going to feel like excessive force. That's going to feel like police brutality.
Toronto police have denied the officer's knee was on the man's neck.
What befuddled a lot of people is, and when we're watching this on TV, is you literally have the statement from the police that there is no knee to the neck, while the media is showing us what is a knee to the neck. It might be the head, it might be the neck, maybe it's the shoulders, but come on.
Toronto Police Services spokesperson says the officers are taking the man to the ground who a few seconds earlier attacked a police officer from behind. The officers don't know in that moment who he is, what his motivations are, or if he had any weapons in his hands, so they are using the force necessary to render the situation safe for themselves and everyone around them.
Just because you're on your stomach and there's an officer holding you down or two officers holding you down, people don't like to get arrested and they tend to struggle. If he was not compliant with respect to, say, putting his arms behind his back, things of that nature, that is sort of the struggle that we're seeing as well.
Former Detective Mark Mendelson says Toronto police also have access to the officers' body cameras, whereas this video only shows one angle.
They may have had 5 or 6 or up to 10 different angles and versions of what this event was all about.
Adam Mellinson, the man being arrested in the footage, released a statement through his lawyer, which says in part, the troubling use of force that officers displayed during the arrest is reflective of an increasing climate of intimidation towards Palestinian solidarity activists in Toronto. And such conduct is irreconcilable with our freedoms of peaceful assembly and expression and our right to security of person, all which are guaranteed by the Charter. There have been hundreds of protests across the city since October 7th and nearly weekly demonstrations by this group calling for a ceasefire. Toronto police have said the vast majority have remained peaceful. Mellinson's lawyer declined our request for an interview. He also couldn't confirm whether or not they have filed an official complaint, only saying that it is an area they may explore. His client's first court date, he says, is January 25th. Reporting live, I'm Allison Hurst. Back to you in studio.
All right, thank you, Allison. Still to come.